Hi, in this video I'd like to show you how to connect polybeat to a MIDI drum app in AUM. So I can load up an instance of polybeat, create a MIDI channel, find polybeat in the list and create an instance. And then I will create an audio channel and load up AUM or AUV3 drum app, for example FAC drum kit. And now if I open polybeat and I program a pattern, right now I won't hear any sound because it's sending MIDI, but the MIDI is not routed anywhere. So I see this indicator flashing, showing that it's actually sending MIDI, but the MIDI is not going anywhere at the moment. So there are two ways to do this. One is I select this routing icon on the top right of the screen, and I find polybeat. Here I can see it flashing, so it's outputting MIDI. And I route this to FAC drum kit in the routing matrix. Now another way to do this same thing is to tap this hamburger icon to the left of FAC drum kit, go to MIDI inputs, and then I see all the available MIDI sources, and there I select polybeat. Same thing. Okay, so this works. Now there's one thing left to do, because if I program a pattern, for example, I want to add a hi-hat. Now I don't hear a hi-hat, I hear something else. And that's because I haven't selected the correct MIDI routing, or MIDI mapping, I should say. So here in the MIDI mapping, I see it set to general MIDI. Well, these mappings overlap, so general MIDI will also send, for example, the kick on the right, MIDI pitch, but some other things are not working correctly. So if I find the mapping for FAC drum kit, which is in the, I'll go back in the hamburger menu, I go to general MIDI, I go to apps, and I find FAC drum kit. Now if now I see that the channel that I had is mid-tom, so this is actually not a hi-hat but a tom. And if I want a hi-hat, I can select, for example, a closed hi-hat and program a pattern there. So that seems to work. So I hope this helps.